tell, yeah. He is the trainer for Wilfredo Benitez. Randy Shields is in the ring now, and I am in a puddle. So Randy Shields ready to go. Wilfredo Benitez in the ring with his father, Gregorio, who is his trainer and manager. And we'll be ready to go pretty soon with the whole thing.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And Jackie Lee is testing the microphone. Randy Shields. This is his debut in New York. And Randy Shields, I'm sure you're going to remember your first night in New York, your first night in Madison Square Garden. I don't know how much of it you saw, but it was quite a time for the last 15 minutes. This young man who was asking me for a wet towel has really done a great job here. Cleaned it up pretty well. If he could only get me a pair of rubbers that I could wear, or get me somewhere I could stand so I could get out of this puddle, I'd be in good shape. Jackie Lee, the sooner the better. Randy Shields, you see him walking around. He's on the right of your screen now. He's the son of a Hollywood stuntman. Did a little stunt work himself in the movies. And Jackie Lee has lost one of his microphones. That's what the problem is up there. And he's trying to get the engineer here to hook in the other one. There's two on the stand. He's trying to get him to hook in the other one. Randy Shields, 35 wins, 3 losses, and a draw. He's got 23 knockouts. As I said, it's his first time in New York, first time in Madison Square Garden. He was a great amateur fighter. He won 92 amateur fights, and he won 67 of them by knockouts. He's only been down once as a professional, and that was in his very first fight against a fighter by the name of Victor Abraham. He hasn't been down since then. He's rather tall for a welterweight. He's 5 feet 11. And a kind of a very, very confident young man. He said, I think I saw Benitez fight once or twice. I don't remember. I don't watch boxing. And it'll take me about 30 seconds to figure him out, and then I'll know what to do. Well, that sounds very nice, Randy, and those are a lot of nice words, but it seems to me I've heard them before, and what he's trying to do is create the impression that he's not concerned one bit about Wilfredo Benitez. But let me tell you a little bit about him. He's an undefeated welterweight, the #1 contender in the world, 31 wins, no losses, and 20 knockouts. Now we're ready to go. Jackie's got his microphone. Jackie Lee. Go ahead, Jackie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 10 rounds. Introducing in the corner to my left, he makes his Madison Square Garden debut this evening. He's from North Hollywood, California. He wears green trunks. He weighs 141 pounds even. Randy Shields. His opponent in the corner to my right, he hails from San Jose, Puerto Rico. Blue trunks, trimmed in white, 145.5 pounds. Here is the world's #1 welterweight contender, Wilfredo Benitez. Harold Fallon is your referee for the main event, 10 rounds.
And Randy Shields, who is ranked number 5 in the world welterweight rankings. Harold Fallon, the referee, gives him their last-minute instructions. Randy Shields' father is on the right of your screen. He's the Hollywood stuntman I was talking to you about. Listening very intently to what Harold has to say. Very strict disciplinarian, Sonny Shields, by the way, the father. Stayed right on top of his son while he was training here in New York for the past week. Wanted to make sure that Wilfredo Benitez did not come in even a quarter of a pound overweight. Otherwise, he said, I'll take my man home. Didn't have to. Benitez came in at 145.5. He could have weighed as much as 147. Okay, we're ready to go with round 1. Randy Shields here for the first time against Wilfredo Benitez, the #1 contender for the world welterweight title. Shields, I am not too familiar with. I've seen him fight on television. I think twice. I've never seen him fight in person, so I'm a little unfamiliar with his style. But let's figure him out as we go along. Wilfredo Benitez, this is his first fight since last February. He fought Bruce Curry for the second time here in Madison Square Garden. He won the fight by a unanimous decision. And right after that, he contracted hepatitis, and he was laid up for some time. So this is his first fight since he has recovered from hepatitis. And I imagine he's a little anxious about his stamina and about the way he's going to go in this one. Wilfredo Benitez in the blue trunks and Randy Shields in the green. Shields, two-year college student. He went to Valley Junior College out in California. For 2 years, he's going to resume his education real soon, he said, maybe next month. He's going to go back to college. Well, Shields doesn't use up the ring, does he? That much we found out about him. He stands still, and he looks like he wants to take a toe hold and throw punches, but he's not a dancer. He's not a boxer so far. Although earlier this week he said he was a boxer, and he was a puncher, and he's a good counter-puncher, and he can be whatever he has to be. Wilfredo Benitez said that he would knock out Randy Shields within 5 rounds. Let's see. But Wilfredo Benitez says that for every fight, it seems. And I took the trouble today to check his record. He's got 20 knockouts, and he's only knocked out 1 man in 5 rounds. So he must like the number 5. 50 seconds to go, round 1. Well, Benitez a little more determined than he has been in his last few fights here in Madison Square Garden. He likes to showboat a little bit. He's a hot dogger in the ring. Likes to play up to his fans. But he seems determined in this bout. He looks like he's looking for the knockout. He usually uses the ring up too quite a bit. He dances around a lot. He's not doing it either. That's the end of round 1. Well, everything seems to be settled down here in Madison Square Garden now. The big fight of the night is on. Everybody is cool, calm, and collected again. And before all the problems, I was telling you about the big season on the Madison Square Garden cable network. I'd like to remind you that the first basketball game you're going to see is the Philadelphia 76ers against the Knicks. That's on October 5th. It's a preseason game, and then on Saturday, October 7th, it'll be the Boston Celtics against the Knicks, both games from Madison Square Garden. So we have a lot of things coming up for you on the Madison Square Garden cable network. Wrestling, track meets, horse shows, dog shows, boxing. Round 2. Wilfredo Benitez in the blue trunks and Randy Shields in the green. Randy Shields from North Hollywood. Very fine young man, very well spoken. He was at a press conference earlier this week and it captivated his audience. Spoke on a number of different subjects, including his career as a movie I don't know, was an extra. He played a major part. No, he had 36 pages of script, he said. He was in Rich Man, Poor Man, but that was a television show. His father was in the same show. So he's got a career ahead of him in the movies if he wants it, he says. But he's not sure whether he does or not. He's going to continue his education, make up his mind what he wants to be. At the moment, they both have the same style. It's not usually the style of a Wilfredo Benitez. He usually dances around, jabs quite a bit, moves around and uses up the ring. But he's standing still. He's digging in. He could be looking for an early knockout. Second round, a 10-round bout. 1 minute to go. We have over 11,000 people here in the Garden tonight. This is the fight they wanted to see. A good left hand and a follow-up right by Wilfredo Benitez. He has Randy Shields hurt. There are just about 30 seconds left in the round. A good combination by Wilfredo Benitez. It was the best 2 punches he's thrown so far in the bout. Found out Randy Shields. That's the end of round 2. Watch this exchange by Benitez. That's Benitez on the left. Left hand. Comes in with a right hand. Good combination. We found out Randy Shields can take a punch. That was a combination good enough to knock out a lot of fighters. It did not do it to Randy Shields. Round 3. Randy Shields in the green. Wilfredo Benitez, the #1 contender, undefeated. And Randy Shields, the #5 contender, trying to make an auspicious debut here at Madison Square Garden against what could be the best, one of the best fighters in the world, Wilfredo Benitez. Benitez said he'd do it in 5. We're in the 3rd round. He caught him with a pretty good combination in that 2nd round. But Shields just took it, rolled with it. No question it hurt him, but it didn't stagger him. No question either that Benitez is looking for the knockout. This is definitely not his style. He's not jabbing, he's not moving. He's just looking to throw the big bomb. These are 2 good-looking fighters. Good right hand by Randy Shields. He landed it flush on the jaw of Wilfredo Benitez. Best punch he's thrown in the fight so far. Benitez coming on. One minute to go, round 3. Benitez just digging in. It's a shot-for-shot fight. a little boxing. Shields hits with an open glove very often, especially with the left hand. And Shields tried to drop that right hand in there that time, just missed. Missed by a whisker. Real good punch, but it did not hit the mark. Shields knows a few things. He's a pretty good jabber. He's a pretty good boxer when he has to be. The round is almost over. That's it, the end of round 3. On our Madison Square Garden cable network, we have some pretty good college basketball doubleheaders coming up. One of them, a doubleheader between Louisiana State University and Army and Arkansas Iona. That should be a real good one. We have a lot of great action for you in hockey. Don't forget, we have 2 new Swedes on the team this year, and the Rangers are a team to look for in the standings this year. And I don't like to put the hex on them. Maybe a Stanley Cup. Who knows? They have a new coach in Fred Shiro. They got some new players. They're going to be an interesting team to watch. Round 4. Randy Shields in green, Wilfredo Benitez in the blue. Both of them got some pretty good licks in so far. Real good combination by Wilfredo Benitez in the second. And in the last round, Shields dropped in a pretty good right hand on Benitez, and in both cases, not too much effect. What's happening is they're both waiting for the other to take the lead. Both of them like to counter. Neither one is really forcing the fight. Not to any great extent, at least. They're both waiting for the other to punch, hoping to catch him coming in. That's that left hand again. It was open. The glove was open. Not going to do much damage with that. We're in round 4. This is a 10-round bout. In case you missed the first 10 round on the card tonight, Vito Antifermo won a unanimous decision over Willie Klassen in a 10-rounder just previous to this. One minute to go, round 4. Some pretty good punches into the body before that. That was a good punch, that right hand. Benitez showing no signs of the illness that laid him off for a few months. Benitez, I'm choosing right a little bit. And that left hand's getting in from in close by Wilfredo Benitez. There it is again in the right hand. Benitez is pushing it on now. He's setting third and 5. The round is almost over. That's the end of round 4. Here's a little more of the action in that round. That was a real good round, the best round in the fight so far. Now watch Benitez. Left hand, a right hand. Good combination, all Benitez. Stayed right on top of it. Okay, we're in round 5 now, and this is the round that Wilfredo Benitez in the blue trunk said he would do it in. He said, I'll knock him out in 5 rounds. He has him hurt. He had him hurt in that last round, and you can tell by the look in Randy Shields' eye, he's a little bit worried about Wilfredo Benitez right now. Benitez very strong, shows no signs of the hepatitis that he had just a few months ago. No signs of any weakness from it, at least. Very strong. Strongest I've seen him in a long time. He trained hard for this fight. He's been in New York for 6 weeks. And he's got Shields hurt. Shields has gotten a message, I'm sure. Benitez rocked him with that right hand. Benitez every once in a while gets it off into the body too. Don't look like much, but they're punishing punches. They hurt. Well, Benitez said he'd do it in 5. He's got a minute and 20 seconds to prove it. And a left hand, tail end of it, toward Randy Shields. Benitez boxing really good, really beautiful. One minute to go in the round 5. Benitez looking better than I have seen him in his last, I'd say his last 6, 7 fights. He's getting to Shields now. He's finding the mark. He's within the range, and he's not wasting too many punches. He's finding the mark. Tries the body, then the head. Sooner or later, he's going to land somewhere. Going to land the big one somewhere. This is the best I've seen Benitez in some time. 15 seconds. He's got Shields fighting a defensive fight now. All the way. Shields is not digging in. He's backing up now. Good right hand. That's the end of round 5. That was a beautiful right hand. Watch the right hand. Here it comes. That's Benitez on the right. Right through the guard. Shields' hands were up. The right hand landed, and that really hurt him. Shields' both hands were up, but the right hand was so fast it went right through the guard. There was nothing Shields could do to ward it off. And there is Randy Shields. That's his father. Sonny Shields in the center, putting some Vaseline over his eyes. Wilfredo Benitez completely confident. He said he'd do it in 5. He didn't do it again. He always says it, but he doesn't do it. Only once. Nevertheless, he's fighting a great fight. As I say, one of the best fights that he has fought that I've seen him in, at least in the last 6, 7 fights. Wilfredo Benitez in the blue, and Randy Shields in the green. We're in round 6. Shields has never fought an opponent of the Benitez quality, and he's finding out tonight what it is to fight somebody who is ranked the #1 contender in his division. Benitez, you can tell right from the opening bell, he meant business. He wasn't fooling around. As I said, he usually, a lot of times at least, does a little hot dogging up in the ring, fooling around, and kind of make a little bit of a fool out of his opponent. He didn't do any of that tonight. He's strictly business up there. As a result of his hot dogging in the ring, he's not that popular with his Puerto Rican followers. And sometimes it has cost them, in a few cases, it cost him quite a bit of popularity, especially in his first fight with Bruce Curry here at Madison Square Garden, which he won after being down 3 times. Benitez is faster tonight, faster with his hands and his body than I've seen him in a long time. Shields is trying to get his punches across. Now Shields is a fast puncher. He's got fast arms and he's not able to land a flush punch. And except for one punch in the fight so far, right hand, in the 3rd round, he has not been able to land a flush punch throughout the fight. Minute. Round 6. Right hand, and Shields is hurt. He was down on one knee. 3, 5. He's taking a straight up 8 now. 7, 8. And Harold Fowler's giving him a lot of time. Count went up to at least 12 in that corner. And Benitez knows he's got him. He knows he's got something in front of him now that he can dispose of. And that's what he's trying to do. We've got Shields hurt and hanging on. Benitez is really pouring it on. He's trying to measure him. And if he would take just a little bit of time, he might be able to do it with one more punch. But he's just covering Shields with punches. He's snowing punches all over Randy Shields. And Shields is trying to get out. He's trying to weather the barrage. He cannot do it. Shields is taking punches to the body and to the head. And Benitez is just having a good time throwing punches. And there is the end of the round, the end of round 6. We're going to take another look at that now. That's Benitez on the right. Shields is trying to get some punches in there. There's a right hand right to the back of the head. And they stop the fight. They stop the fight. Sonny Shields, I believe, stopped the fight, but I'll ask Harold Fowler, the referee. I don't know whether Sonny Shields stopped the fight. Who stopped the fight? The corner stopped the fight. The corner stopped the fight. So it'll be a knockout. It'll be a knockout at the end of the 5th round. The bell did not ring for the 6th round, for the 7th round rather. A knockout at the end of the 6th round, and Wilfredo Benitez is the winner. So he gets wrong by 1 round. Wilfredo Benitez looking better than I have seen him look in a long, long time. Really covered Randy Shields with punches to the body and to the head. Never stopped, never let up. Randy Shields found out what it's like to be in a main event in Madison Square Garden against the #1 contender, Wilfredo Benitez. And we have to wait for the official decision. Jackie Lee,
Benitez, the winner.
bring it to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shields is unable to answer the bell for the 7th round. The winner by a technical knockout, Wilfredo Benitez.
Wilfredo Benitez is the winner by a technical knockout, and there's a man up in the ring.
The next boxing show here at Madison Square Garden, Friday night, September 22nd. Thank you, and good evening.
We're going to show you some more of the action in that last barrage of punches thrown by Wilfredo Benitez. There he goes. Work to the body. Now he switches to the head. He's got everything his own way. He's just got complete command of the fight at this point. Shields is trying to get some punches across. Whatever he does get across aren't worth anything. He almost knocked him outside the ring that time. Stood back. Every punch he throws lands. There's a beautiful right hand to the jaw. Shields is completely defenseless now, but down on one knee. And Wilfredo Benitez looking better than we have seen him in a long, long time. Wins the fight on a knockout at the end of the 6th round. And don't forget, on Monday night, we'll be back with wrestling at 8:30, professional wrestling from Madison Square Garden this coming Monday at 8:30. This has been a presentation of the Madison Square Garden Cable Network through the facilities of the Hughes Television Network. And we hope you enjoyed everything here tonight. This is John Condon saying good night and thank you.
Raw.